Hi guys, PrinceofMacedon here, doing a Napoleon Total War Online multiplayer commentary video. This is an Austria versus Denmark battle. I command the Austrians, and my opponent is Shavnes in command of the Danish army. Alright, let's go look at my army first. On my extreme right, I've got this one unit of Landwehr, and those are the those cheap militia type units. And next to them, I've got, I believe, 4 units of German Fusiliers. There they are. And next to my German Fusiliers, I have my Hungarian Fusiliers. And these guys wear blue pants. So it's a nice mix of blue and white. Very nice contrast. Okay, I have one unit here. That's a 7-pounder howitzer. And now we're going to look at my skirmishers. I've got 1 unit of this elite Windbüsche Jäger. And you can only buy 1 of those in games, because when you buy 1, then they're no longer an option. And next to them, I have 5 units of the regular Jaeger. There they are. And I got 1 last unit here. This is my general staff unit. I didn't want to buy a historical general because I wanted to spend more money on my regular troops. Alright, let's go look at the Danish army commanded by Shavnes. On his front ranks, he has his skirmishers. These are Norwegian ski troops. I think he has 1, 2, looks like 5 or 6 units of Norwegian ski troops. I'll let you count. I'm too busy talking. And behind his skirmishers, he has his regular line infantry, and they are called line infantry. He has 6 units of these guys, and they look pretty cool. I think Denmark, they have a very limited roster list. Alright, let's go look at the rest of his troops. He has 4 squadrons of cavalry. 2 of them are dragoons. Here's 1. And then he has 2 squadrons of the life guards. And he distributed them equally on both wings. And then he has 4 teams of artillery pieces. And they're also on both wings. And they're actually already setting up. He's going to get the first shots off of my army. And I'm still setting up my howitzer way in the back. So that's the sound of his guns blasting at my guys. And I already told you what his cavalry and his artillery look like on the other wing. It's basically a mirror of his other wing. Like, he distributed them equally on both wings. So once again, those are dragoons and life guards. So those are the life guards wearing the yellow jackets, and his dragoons wearing the red. And he has one more unit here, and this is a historical unit, or a historical general. This is General Paymon. He was the Danish general in command of the defense of Copenhagen during the Napoleonic Wars, and he was in charge of defending Copenhagen against the British invasion. But Copenhagen fell, but Paymon's he's still known for his famous and heroic defense. And here you can notice that I made this huge tactical mistake in my army. See his Norwegian ski troops already shooting at my guys? I kind of misjudged the range here because I was too busy directing my howitzer. But anyways, my guys have a very good range of 125. That's as high as you can get in the game. So when I rushed up there, my guys were getting shot by his Norwegian ski troops. That shouldn't happen, but it happened here. In any case, I got my skirmishers firing behind my Fusiliers, and I can't tell if I'm shooting my own guys or not. But it kind of looks like it. I can't tell. Anyways, on my extreme left here, he tried to charge my grenadiers, but I got my guys into square just in time. So that's going to hack down a lot of his lifeguards. And you might also notice something else that I did with my army. I forgot to bring cavalry, and I'll tell you why. Because when I make my armies, I usually kind of just make them like offline, and then I save them for multiplayer use. And in this case, I have 2 Austrian armies, one without cavalry and the other with cavalry. And I intended to use this army for a city fight. And this is not a city. And looking at my right flank, you can see that my opponent made a charge here as well. He actually routed my first unit, and that was a Landwehr unit. But when he got to my second unit, I had them in square already. But you can see my opponent's whacking my ranks with his artillery. He has a lot of artillery. 4 different teams, I only have 1. That's why I'm closing the distance really fast. And that's another reason why I misjudged the distance because I was in such a hurry to get up there before his artillery killed me. And over to my right flank, you can see his cavalry is still going at it with my guys in square. And over on the left flank, his lifeguards couldn't handle the grenadiers in square. And you can also see that he rushed some dragoons past my back line there, past my grenadiers. Anyways, it looks like I'm winning in the center. Like, you can see all my troops firing his guys. So I wasn't really watching the center. I was mainly directing my howitzer and checking out my right and left flanks. But yeah, with my howitzer, I had the option of attacking his artillery or attacking his infantry. I decided to attack his infantry. That would make it easier for my guys to break his infantry, and then I could turn on his artillery teams on the flanks. And remember those dragoons that ran past my grenadiers? Well, I decided to chase them with my grenadiers. And if you notice, there's no riders on their horses. You can tell that he dismounted his riders. So I'm going to bring up my grenadiers a little bit closer. That way they have the option of charging with their bayonets. But I stopped them here. I'm just going to take some shots at those dudes who are off their horses. And I like how the horses aren't really panicked by the gunfire. They're just getting shot and they're like, I wonder what's going on.
Our men are running, sir.
And somewhere on the battlefield, my guys are running. But yeah, my guys are going to take care of those dismounted dragoons. I just want to show a close-up of that piece of action. Alright, at some point, my guys in the center of my line started to break. See all those troops routing? And I'm not sure if that had anything to do with his general being in the center, or if my skirmishers were whacking my front line. Anyway, my opponent dismounted his dragoons on both wings. See these guys? Those guys are having a shootout with my Jaegers. Alright guys, check out these horses. They are for sale, and they've only been ridden once. So please contact the owners soon. Alright, so my opponent is having some kind of success in the center. But I still have all my skirmishers nearby, and I also brought up my general. But when I saw that his artillery on the left flank wasn't defended, I decided to take my general unit here, and I decided to charge at them. And I'm not sure how that was going to go. But my opponent saw my general making a run for his artillery, so he took his general, a historical general, Paimon, to intercept my horses. But my skirmishers were able to discourage him with a missile fire. So they are going to rout. Here's my general, attacking his artillery. But watch this. This is my own artillery.
Your general has been killed.
So with that piece of artillery fire, I killed my own general. And that was kind of weird. But since it wasn't a historical general, I wasn't too concerned about that. I was a little concerned, but I wasn't too concerned. If it was Napoleon, then I would have been like really I don't know, writing poetry about it. But luckily those guys are routing, so my attack there did have some kind of effect on my opponent. And here's my Jaegers. They are still having a shootout with those dismounted dragoons. But his guys are really outgunned in this fight. And you can see the little stakes I put in the ground there. And that was to discourage a cavalry charge. But at this point in the battle, I pretty much gained control of the battlefield. And there's some more horses, guys. And yeah, this grassy flatland is a nice place for grazing. Alright, and here are my Hungarian Fusiliers. And they're going to make a charge at my opponent's last remaining artillery piece. And here's the backside of my Hungarian Fusiliers. Not sure if you like that angle. I really don't. And let's take a look at my opponent's artillery. They are not manning their guns. But when he sees my Hungarian Fusiliers charging, he decides to countercharge. So these guys are really hardcore. I like that. So here's the final showdown here. His crewmen versus my Hungarian Fusiliers. So the sound got kind of messed up here, but it's going to kick in a second. You'll notice it. There we go. Alright, so his guys start to rout after a brave defense of the artillery. And these guys used up their ammunition. I guess I'll just take it out of their paychecks. Alright, I'll let you read the results. Good game to my opponent. Hope you guys enjoyed this battle in the rainy, grassy flatlands.